Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 1992 Generation 1 Autobot Turbomaster Scorch figure. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes, help you decide how you want to display him. We're going to have a look at the accessories that come with him to help you know if yours is complete. I'm going to show you his missile launcher and his light up piping gimmick. I'm also going to show you how he looks with some of the other Turbomasters that were released at the time, and as I'm lucky enough to have one that's still sealed, I'm going to be able to show you how he was packaged and indeed his other name that he was referred to when he was released in Italy. So quite a bit to get through with this video, so I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to this channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And I do have lots of other rare European Generation 1 and Japanese figures as well in their playlists. Right, so as I said, this figure came out in 1992, very tail end of Generation 1. It was also released in Japan. I think it was called Fury Road. I've not got that example yet to show you. I've just got the European version and in the Italian one, which I know is in Europe as well, but the reason why I'm saying that is because it was packaged differently and he had a different name. Now the figures themselves are as basic as they come. They really are just bricks with movable arms, but they had the craziest color schemes, and I'm pretty sure that with it being 1992, this in some way is a homage to Hulk Hogan, purely because of the colors and purely because of how big and stocky he is. The articulation on him is minimal. The head does not turn around. It is completely molded into that there. The arms do not move around. You've got a teeny bit of flexion in the bicep, and this obviously is to do with transformation, nothing else. There is no waist swivel. There is a, you could call it a knee bend, but again it is transformation. And as you can see, the legs again are completely fused together. So with regards to articulation, none. With regards to playability and fun, loads. And the reason for that is little gimmicks like this that they started to introduce. Light piping, this is where they sort of first started introducing it. So I don't know if you can see because of the way that there we go, that's better because the way the light's shining on. Look at the way the eyes light up there, spectacular. Same as the, of course, windscreen shield, whichever you want to refer to it as, all lovely purple. And indeed on his missile launcher as well, you can see it's got this lovely little glow to it, which just looks spectacular. These as well have some ridiculous venom on them, so I'm going to not use that one just in case. I'm going to show you this one. Now this I think is one of the main reasons why it was thought, that's ridiculous, why these weren't released in the US. I think it's because of toy safety standards. You can completely correct me if I'm wrong. That's the only story and the only version that I've ever heard why. It is to do with how fast and the venom that these little firing projectiles produced. Again, that's the reason that I heard. I know I was asked when I did a video on these in the past. Now the cool thing about this is you can see it's like a turbine, it's like an engine, but it's also a missile launcher, so you can pop it in his hands, which you've seen, even though it doesn't really fit. You've got to sort of bow it out a little bit, or it's probably better if you turn his arm all the way up. This then covers the fact that you, if he was real, you dislocated his shoulder, and you can put it like that. It looks okay. And of course when it's on the truck, it's again, you can still fire them via the back, and you can probably hear when I push that in, see if you can hear how torqued the spring is. It really is crazy. Things that you need to look out for, again, vintage figure, corrosion and the pins in the wheels, stickers starting to peel. I think there's got a slight bit of fading coming into it then, but it's mainly corrosion, mainly your stickers. Unfortunately this one's got the wrong stickers put on the engine at the front, or the front, you should see they should be on the projectile launcher. So as I say, he is a Turbomaster. He came with the rocket launcher and the turbines and 3 of these. Now the Turbomasters with the Autobot equivalent to the Predators, if none of this is making any sense to you, you might want to Google the Predators on this channel. Not Google, go to the search bar, search for Predators on this channel. That is where the people like Skyquake, Talon, Falcon and all them, that's where all them came from. These are the Turbomasters and these are the Autobot equivalents of them. There they all are, and again these all had the brilliant light piping gimmicks on all of their heads, which again was something really cool at the time. So again, there's videos on full collections and on these individually, Boss, Hurricane and Flash, if you want to check their names out. Let's move these out of the way. if you're a new collector and you've never seen these before, or these were before your time, to give you an idea, let's go with the crazy colour scheme of the size of them. They are roughly about deluxe size, as you can see. Maybe a little bit smaller in honesty, but roughly around a deluxe size. They are definitely bigger than the core class figures that we've had released. And if you're a legend scale collector, they're probably, yeah, they're still bigger than legend scale figures as well, which you can see there. They are quite sought after, to be fair, because again, they weren't released everywhere around the world. This one we've got here is an Italian version, and the reason why, apart from the language being in all Italian, is you can see there it says Jig. This is an Italian company that was licensed by Hasbro and Takara to make the figures for them. So we've got it's not going to fit there, I'm going to show you in a second, but this is how he came packaged. So all his accessories were kept underneath there. And if we spin it round to the back, on the back what we've got, let me just tilt this back, we've got the transformation process, which is very simply, I'm sure you can work it out, fold the legs out and fold the arms around exactly like that. We've got his tech spec details there, and then as I said, unfortunately I can't read anything else out because it's in Italian. If I spin this around, you'll just see what I wanted to show you. They've changed his name to Fury, so he's not called Scorch. In Italy he was referred to and known as Fury. So there we go, that is just an updated video of one of, I think, one of the best figures released at the tail end of Generation 1. I just wanted to share it with you. Let me know what you think of him in the comments, and again, please correct me if I'm wrong about the launches. That's what I've always been told. Hope you enjoyed looking at him. Take care, guys.